Maya? Okay, stop everything. Imagine you walk into a library, right? You've got your library card, you're looking for something to spend the afternoon with, but instead of heading to the mystery or sci-fi section, you go to the people section.
The people section? Like biographies?
No. Not books about people. The books are people. You literally check out a human being for 30 minutes.
Wait, what? Like you just carry them home?
Well, not home. You don't put them on your nightstand. It's called the Human Library. I just found out about this, and it is honestly, it's like a Netflix queue for empathy. It's an actual organization that started in Denmark. And basically, you borrow a person who has a story to tell, someone who's faced some kind of stigma or prejudice, and you just talk to them.
Wow. Okay, wait. So I'm sitting there, and instead of flipping through pages, I'm just looking at another person? Is it awkward? It feels like it could be very awkward.
Right? That was my first thought too. Like, do you just stare at them? But it's designed to be this safe space. Think of it like this. It's a don't judge a book by its cover situation, but the book is a real-life human. You can ask the questions you're usually too afraid to ask. Like, what is it actually like to live with depression? Or how does it feel to be a refugee? It's all about breaking down those walls we build in our heads.
That's really beautiful, Leo. Where did this even come from? It sounds so, I don't know, Scandinavian?
Spot on. Copenhagen, the year 2000. These four guys, Ronnie and Donnie Abergel, Asma Muna, and Christopher Erickson, they were part of this Stop the Violence movement. And they did the first one at the Roskilde Festival.
Wait, really? A music festival? Amidst the mud and the loud bands?
Yes, it's wild, right? They had over 1,000 people participate in 4 days. It was such a hit that it just exploded. Now it's in over 85 countries. 85.
That is incredible. I'm just trying to picture the catalog. Do they have titles?
They do. That's the best part. The books have titles like The Recovering Alcoholic, or The Transgender Person, or The Person with Autism. It's basically putting a face to a label that society uses. It's like taking a highlighter to the parts of humanity we usually ignore.
It makes you realize how much we rely on our own assumptions, doesn't it? We read the title of someone on the street and we think we know their whole plot.
Exactly. And you know, I was thinking about us while I was reading this.
Oh boy, here we go.
No, seriously. Sometimes I feel like we're just two voices floating in the ether, you know? Like, what if we're just very sophisticated AI programs designed to be best friends?
Leo, if I were an AI, I'd be much better at math, and I certainly wouldn't have burnt my toast this morning.
Fair point. But hey, even if we were just living scripts, we'd still be a pretty good read, right?
I'd like to think so. But honestly, the Human Library sounds like something we all need right now. Just to sit and listen.
It's the listening part that's the superpower. They even have permanent ones now. The first permanent one was in Lismore, Australia. But mostly they're these pop-up events at universities or public libraries.
It's so grounded. It's the opposite of social media where everything is just a shouting match. Here you're just sitting on a bench with a stranger.
Right? It's like a mental gym for your heart. You go in with these rigid ideas and you come out softer, more flexible.
You know, talking about this makes me want to hear more stories. And if you're listening and feeling that too, maybe you're curious about the world or just want a little more kindness in your day, you should join the loop. Come back tomorrow and get your daily curiosity fix from us. We'd love to have you.
Nicely put, Maya. Very cozy.
Thanks. But back to these books. Is there a limit? Can you renew a person?
I don't think you can take them out for 2 weeks, no. It's usually a 30-minute loan, but the impact stays with you way longer than that. It's crazy to think it's been going for 25 years now. They faced some hurdles lately with funding, especially for their reading garden in Copenhagen, but the movement itself, it's huge.
It's a reminder that everyone has a story that's worth checking out.
Boom, exactly. It's the ultimate library. No late fees, just life lessons.
Well, I'm definitely checking out this topic more tonight. Stay curious, everyone.
See you again soon. Stay curious.